Welcome back to Chem Help ASAP. When you're looking at a hybridization question, your first concern is how many hybrids do I need for my central atom? Now, when we ask this question, there are really two features that we look at on our central atom. The first I will call A, and A is the number of attached atoms. Now, we're looking to assign the hybridization of a particular atom, and that atom is going to be attached to other atoms. Those are the atoms that we are counting, the ones that are directly attached to our central atom. Now, I'm not saying the number of bonds. It is simply the number of atoms, because atoms can have multiple bonds to other atoms. Don't count bonds, count the number of attached atoms. The second factor is the number of lone pairs. Now, if we know those two features of our atom, then we can easily determine how many hybrids we need. So, the maximum number of hybrids that we need, and this is the most common situation, is equal to the number of attached atoms plus the number of lone pairs. And I'd say 9 times out of 10, maybe more often, this is the number of hybrids that we will have. However, there are situations in which you will need fewer hybrids. And while those situations are rare, especially early in organic chemistry, this situation rises much more frequently as you get deeper into organic chemistry. And I want to make sure that we are prepared for that situation when it happens. So what I'm saying is there can be a fewer number of hybrids. So I'm going to put in a minimum number of hybrids. And this is less common. The minimum number of hybrids is simply the number of attached atoms. So every time you look at an atom, there's a range of number of hybrids that you can possibly use. The most common is you will count the number of attached atoms plus the number of lone pairs, but at a minimum you need one hybrid orbital to make a bond to each attached atom. Now, we will learn later how to recognize this situation and which one we should use, but by far the most common, when in doubt, use this top formula. Now remember, when we do hybridization, we will then obtain a certain number of hybrid orbitals. If we need 2 hybrids, then we do sp hybridization, because sp hybridization gives us 2 sp orbitals plus 2 unhybridized leftover p orbitals. If we need 3 hybrids, then we need sp2 hybridization, because that gives us 3 sp2 hybrids plus a leftover lone pair or p orbital. For 4 hybrids, we do sp3 hybridization, because that gives us all 4 of our hybrid atomic orbitals as sp3 hybrids. So this is a real simple formula. 2 factors, number of attached atoms and number of lone pairs. These 2 factors we put together, and we can quickly determine exactly how many hybrids we need to determine the hybridization of our atom of interest.